In this video, I'm going to show you how to fold an origami dolphin. This model was originally found in the A to Z of Origami in English. To start, you're going to need a 6-inch or 15 centimeter square piece of kami. I like to have one that's blue on one side and white on the other for the belly. And what you're going to do is you're going to start with the white side up. The first thing we're going to do is valley fold the paper diagonally. Once you do that, unfold. And now we're going to fold these edges to the center line, but we're going to leave a little bit of space. And that space will give us room for the belly of the dolphin. So I like to fold it to the point here, but give myself some space between the center line and where my crease is lining up. And I want to mirror that on the top edge as well. Once you've done that, we're going to fold these edges in a similar fashion. And the best way to line it up is such that this edge lines up with this point and this corner right here. And you're going to repeat that on the other side. Once you've made those two folds, you're going to unfold. And then we're going to inside reverse fold these edges underneath on these existing creases. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift this flap up a little bit, and we're going to redo that fold we just did. And when you bring this layer back down on the creases that already exist, you'll get something that looks like this. And now I'm going to repeat it on the other side. So just folding this edge down, this mountain fold will become a valley fold, like so. So you should have something like this with two flaps that can move around like so. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it, flip it over from left to right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this corner to this point, and this point that I'm referring to is where these flaps line up in relationship to the top layer. So about there. I'm going to take this corner, I'm going to fold it over like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that same corner back over, and there's no exact mark of reference for this, so I'm thinking that distance is pretty good. And I'm going to fold this corner back once more to about here. I guess you could say the reference point is where this line may intersect with this layer of paper. Like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this paper in half like so. You can kind of see the shape of the dolphin starting to form. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flap right here and I'm going to fold it downwards, so not all the way across. Well, actually, yes, all the way across. As far as it can go. And then with that same flap, I'm going to fold it back over, and I'm trying my best to create a 90-degree angle with this edge and this edge. Or, you know what, whatever is of your artistic preference. I'm going to repeat that same process with the flippers on the other side. So I'm going to fold this as far forward as possible, and then I'm going to line this up such that it's about a 90-degree angle, and I can kind of see the flap peeking out from underneath over here, so I'm actually going to line it up with that one. Great, I'm going to flip it back over to this side. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of round out the model a little bit. I'm going to fold this corner in just a little bit to round out the head. So I'm going to fold it to the inside like so, and I get a little bit more of a rounder shape. And I'm going to fold this flap on the other side to match that as well. So I'll turn it over and I'll just fold it in a little bit and try my best to line it up with that flap I made earlier. Like that. We're almost done. I'm going to further slim down the model by folding this top corner in. None of this is exact, this is all just what your taste is. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna flip it over and make sure that this other side matches that, so my dolphin is symmetrical. That looks pretty good. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to inside reverse fold the tail to make the tail shape. So what I'm going to do is I like to valley fold this up to make a crease, and I crease that super sharply and unfold. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the layers at the top, and I'm going to reverse this fold here. And I'm going to push that paper through. So instead of the paper folding up like this, it's going to fold in between the layers like that. And there you go. That is the origami dolphin.